Let's talk about Color in Control. I made a file with a few quick examples where I can show you a few different features and what our color picker is capable of. So first, you can call for a color picker by pressing on the layer and selecting it from the toolbar right here. So here is a couple sliders. We'll get to each of them shortly. Here is an actual color picker, which also can be called by using a shortcut Ctrl+C, just like that. And also here are your color swatches. You can save to your swatches or palette by selecting a color, for example, this one, and pressing a plus sign right here. It will be added here. So I'll show you a couple things that are possible within OKLCH color space and can be quite a challenge to achieve with RGB. So OKLCH stands for lightness, chroma, and hue, and those three corresponding sliders. So I'll show you how we can, for example, adjust hue values without touching anything else. It's pretty cool one. So we'll take this one as an example, and I will be sliding the hue slider, and you'll see that the color will change, but lightness will not be affected. So you can basically scroll through the whole color palette without affecting lightness parameters. So your legibility will stay the same with each of those hues. It's pretty useful when you're designing a couple options and work with color in general. Then we can try adjusting saturation right here without affecting anything else as well. So we'll use this background right here, and I'll try to slide it down. And you can see that all the lightness settings and all the hue settings are intact. We're only changing the saturation of the color, which also can be a pretty cool feature. Then let's try to adjust lightness using this type. So we can click here and play with lightness. Right now you can see that it's somewhere in the middle of the spectrum, and if you go down it eventually will be black. If you go up it eventually will be white, but all the way between them you have a couple different lightness options. Overall, OKLCH color motor is, in my opinion, much more user-friendly because it's more readable than RGB. So even by looking at those numbers, you can say that lightness on the 50%, so you can have a general idea of how light this color is. For example, the darker colors will have lower values and brighter colors will have brighter. So you can already make some sense of the color from a number. Chroma spectrum shows you the basically what we call saturation of the color, so you can also see it's, just by the percentage you can have a general idea of how saturated color is, and also hue, where each hue has its corresponding angle. So that's that. Let's try to adjust hue once again right here. So for example, we can select this background right here and see what other different hue values can work for this composition without affecting legibility or lightness or anything else. For example, this is pretty cool. So if you like this one, we can take all other text, press Ctrl+C for color picker, and pick that color for the rest of the text. That were basics of OKLCH color workflow in Control.